Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. You already know who it is, your girl Toyonce. And today it's gonna be kind of like a touchy subject. I decided to do a story time about how I lost my grandmother to breast cancer in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm gonna try to keep it short. I'm gonna try not to cry, but let's get right into it. So, everyone knows this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, I try to support as much as possible because I have had a lot of family members that have had breast cancer. But I've only lost my grandmother to breast cancer. My grandmother, Miss Darlene, blessed and highly favored Irvin, was an amazing lady. I say blessed and highly favored because anytime you ask my grandma, how you doing or how you feeling, she was like, blessed and highly favored. So that was her saying. That's what everyone knew her by and everything. And to know my grandma was to love her. And I'm not just saying that because she was my grandma, but she was an awesome lady. Like, my grandma was the type of person who kept it real, but also was super sweet at the same time. Like, me and I think my little sister was talking about her the other day, and we were just like, a lot of stuff that's happening in our lives or things we're suffering from, or just a whole bunch of things wouldn't be happening if our grandma was here. Like, I can call my grandma for anything, whether it was about a relationship, being broke, school problem, whatever it was. I can literally call on my grandma and she'll be there for me. I remember at school, we used to have our favorite TV shows we watched together. And I call her like, Grandma, did you see that? She's like, girl. And my grandma was so funny. Another thing she always was saying was like, girl, stop. Like, stop. That was her favorite. Like, she was just so vibrant and everything. And when I found out she was sick or had breast cancer, it was so surprising to me because my grandma was the type of person who was never sick. She didn't catch a cold. She didn't have aches and pains or nothing. My grandma was young, a fashionista. She was very stylish, kept her hair done and everything. And so it was always a surprise. Well, it was a surprise when she was sick. I remember, like, in my family, a lot of people keep a lot of stuff away from me because I'm so sensitive. I cry at the drop of a dime. Like, if somebody's close to me is hurt, sick, in pain or whatever, I'll just cry. I'll be over dramatic, or I don't want to hear. Like, they can say, well, such and such is sick, but I don't want to hear the but part. All I heard was that they were sick. But anyway, my grandma, I found out my grandma, I was living with my cousin at the time, and I remember them calling me and my other little cousin in a room, and they were just like, we have something to tell y'all. And I knew it was something bad because the way they was talking. But I never thought it was my grandma. I was just, listening. And it was like, Aunt Darlene, your Aunt Darlene, has breast cancer. What they said after that, I don't know. Cause I think I was a sophomore. I was either a sophomore or junior in high school. I I didn't hear nothing else after that. I didn't hear if she was in remission or if she was okay. I didn't hear nothing but my grandma had breast cancer. I went in my room and I sat up in my bed. I remember all night. Like, I had school the next day. And I just sat up in bed all night and I cried because I couldn't imagine being in a world without my grandma. I just couldn't. And my cousin came in there and he was like, just go to bed, Toya. There's nothing you can do. But I couldn't. You just told me my grandma had breast cancer. So from that day on, I treated my grandma with such, she was fragile to me now. But she was strong, But anytime I heard my grandma had a cough, or body ache, or whatever, I was panicking. But then she got better. She had the chemo, the radiation, But then her hair started coming out. Now I told y'all how my grandma kept her hair done. She was, I mean, when finger waves was in and everything, my grandma had her little French roll, finger, everything. She kept her hair done. But then her hair started coming out. And to the point, of course, it all came out. And she started wearing wigs. And she got to the point where she was comfortable taking her wigs off in front of family, but I couldn't do it. Like, if she'll come over and she'll take her wig off because she was hot or sweating or it was itching, I'll walk off. I'll walk away. I found a reason to get out the room because I couldn't see my grandma like that. I guess because I looked at my grandma as Superwoman. I didn't want to see her in a fragile state. And I knew I should have been stronger for her, but I couldn't. I couldn't see my grandma like that. But then as I got older, started growing and realizing that I need to be there for her more, I started like giving my opinion on the wigs. Like, grandma, you can't be wearing that wig. Don't, that's not cute. Like, I started opening more and being able to talk about it. Or, you know, well, not really talk about it, but be there for certain things. Like I said, with the wigs and certain stuff she wore. I'm like, grandma, just because you're sick, you ain't gotta look like it. Okay, we can find some cute wigs. So for 2 years, I want to say, maybe a year and a half, it was in remission. She was getting better. She went back to work, things like that. Then I went off to college, and that's when it got like real bad. It started to spread, and you know, it was talking about hospice and all this. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I was at school. I felt like I couldn't do nothing. I wasn't there. And then my baby sister stayed with my grandma. So it was like, you know, she was dealing with it on her own because I wasn't there. But yeah, they had told us that it was getting to a point where it was bad, that we needed to spend more time with her and go to the hospital. I didn't want to do that. My grandma wasn't leaving, and so I didn't want to do none of that. I refused to believe that something was going to happen to my grandma. And then I got a call from my baby sister, like, I want to say like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and she was just like, she was gone. And it's like, who's gone? What are you talking about? And my baby sister, she was just crying, like, grandma, she was gone, and she was gone. And I was in my dorm room, and I'm sorry, I was in my dorm room, and I just like ran down the stairs to my best friend's room. Y'all know Shanae, and I'm just like, my grandma died, and I'm not there. And what's funny is because the weekend she died on the weekend. The weekend she died was the weekend. It was me and my little sister turn to go stay at the hospital with her, and I was supposed to leave from school the next day or something like that, and we was gonna go spend the weekend with my grandma at the hospital or whatever, just to keep her spirits up. And she literally died the day before. And everyone begged my baby sister, not to call me. Like, don't call her, she's at school or whatever. Like, but my baby sister, she called me, and I'm thankful for that, because I probably wouldn't have known right away. Everybody would have been suffering or sad without me. But I got on a train that same day. My friends came together. They like, you gotta get home. So I went home that day. Of course, it was just terrible. Imagine you, my grandmother died on February 8th, 2007, and my grandma's birthday is February 11th. She would have been 60 on her birthday. So she died 3 days before her 60th birthday. So when I got home, everybody was talking about planning her birthday party, and I didn't want to do none of that. Like, I was sad, but I had to be strong for my mom. Like my mom is my best friend. Her mom was her best friend. So I tried to be strong for my mom. My grandma's funeral to actually very long after her death. Like it was almost 2 weeks until we had her funeral. I was out of school for that long. We, so to speak, we wasn't really fond of her husband, so a lot of stuff was hard with that, trying to plan it and pictures and obituary. They turned a situation that was so sad and we supposed to be grieving into something that was so hard because, you know, us not being, you know, getting along. And I was tired of it. Like, my grandma's dead. I don't care what's in the obituary. I don't care who's mentioned, who's not mentioned. At the end of the day, my grandma's gone. That's all. That was the point. That was the problem. And finally her funeral came, and you would have thought my grandma was famous. Like, it was so many people at her funeral. It wasn't no room. It was like standing room only, and that was running out of space. And it was one of the hardest days of my life. The hardest. I couldn't imagine nothing being harder for me. You know, God forbid I lose my mom, but that was the hardest, and I don't wish that type of pain on nobody. But yeah, my grandma was strong into the end. Like, she really was. You could still ask my grandma laying on her bed, and you would ask her, like, Grandma, how you doing today? I'm blessed and highly favored. Like, her spirit never changed, and if it did, it never changed around her grandkids, or I'm just saying her grandkids, because she probably was, you know, broke down in front of her kids, but in front of us, her spirit was always up. She never said, I'm hurting, or I feel bad, or anything like that. She always said, I'm blessed and highly favored, even doing all that sickness. And you know, I miss my grandma every single day. It's something that either reminds me of her, or something happened in my life and I just want to call her, like, Grandma, guess what happened? And, you know, when Mother's Day come around and holidays, like, my grandma, every holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any big holiday, we at my grandma's house, she was cooking all the food. So all my cousins, my aunties, uncles, everybody's at my grandma's house, because she'll have so much food, and we'll play games, and that's where we was at. Everybody, my cousin, oh, we want to Undine house, or we were like, we already here. We know we at my grandma's house. My grandma was so big on family. She'll tell you like it is. Grandma, before shade was shade, my grandma was throwing it, okay? So I miss that lady every minute of every day. She was awesome. I just want to say, like, to everybody who may have someone in their family suffer from breast cancer, or if they're in remission, just be strong. I have people in my family. My auntie, one of my great aunties, had breast cancer, which I didn't know. And this auntie, no one could ever replace my grandma, let me say that. But my great auntie, she comes so close. It's her sisters, my grandma's sister. She comes so close all the time. My great auntie is amazing, and she had breast cancer, or has breast cancer. It never goes away, but it's in remission. And I pray every day that it doesn't take her as well. I pray for everyone. My cousin has it, and my auntie, you know, a lot of people in my family have it. And I just pray for people's strength, because I don't know firsthand, but I just know how strong you have to be to deal with it. And my grandma was so strong. And any woman out there, or man, because men can get breast cancer as well. If you're out there, you suffering with it, or you have it, or your family, your friends, your loved one, whoever, just be strong. I commend everybody who deals with it. You're strong, and I'm pray one day that it will be cure for cancer. I hate cancer. No matter what type of cancer it is, it takes so many people, and so many people are ignorant to the fact that they have it because don't nobody like going to the hospital or the doctor. But get yourself checked out, women, men, mammograms, self breast exams. It's so simple to just get out the shower and, do a check on yourself and, look it up, Google how to do self breast exams. And I know they say, but by the time you're 40, you start doing mammograms, but if it runs deep in your family, you do it earlier. I know young people who have breast cancer, and it's a popular disease, unfortunately. And I just hope it finds a cure one day. But I want to say to all of you beautiful women out there, it doesn't make you less beautiful. It makes you strong, infamous, a warrior. It makes you everything because you're dealing with it and you're living your everyday life with it. So be strong. For people out there with loved ones who have it and you just feel like you can't take it, be strong. They need you to be strong for them, because some days it may overwhelm them and they can't deal with it, and they need that person next to them to be strong. I wasn't strong as I could be for my grandma, but I did the best that I can. But I know now, if I was like I am now, I would have been stronger for her. Not saying that would have changed the outcome, but another thing that kills people these days is stress. When you find that the sickness is not the one that makes you die, sometimes it's stressing about the disease and stressing about who's going to take care of your kids or who's going to take care of your family if you're gone. And, sometimes you have to be selfish and focus on yourself when you're in these type of situations. And, I don't know people's belief system, but I believe in God very strongly, and I know that He don't put more on you than you can bear. And so I don't want to get too deep or anything like that, but I just want to say be strong, just for whatever, whether you have it or your loved one have it or your friend, or even if you don't know no one have it, just be aware that it's people out here with it, and you can't look at a person and say they have it or don't have it. So many people going through something and we don't know about it, and they die alone or die silently because they scared to speak on it or feel no one will understand them, or they're ashamed because they might have to get their breasts cut off and they don't feel like a woman anymore. Honey, let me tell you, you're beautiful. If you have to get your boobs cut off and you feel like you're not a woman, your boobs don't make you, sweetheart. You're beautiful regardless. Every woman, every man, every child, whatever, you're beautiful. So I would just like to say be strong in who you are, and we gonna fight to find a cure, hopefully fight until the end. Whatever you do to get that comfort or to live with it, I'm praying for your strength. But that's all, you guys. I hope, I don't want to say enjoy this video, but thank you for listening. I will carry my grandmother's memory on to the day that I meet her in heaven. So continue to rest in paradise, Grandma. I love you and miss you so much, baby. Miss Darlene Harris Irvin, aka Miss Blessed and Highly Favored. And you guys, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, maybe share your stories with me in the comments about if you know someone or dealt with someone, or if you yourself had breast cancer. I'm here for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. Boss.